Yeah, guys, it lets these agencies interrogate people even if they suspect that they're in the country illegally. Now, some question the timing of all this.
Operation Guardian is to get the criminals that have committed criminal acts, and I talked about it in my State of the State, that are in prison in the state of Oklahoma, and work with the Trump administration.
Governor Stitt not commenting on the new agreements Friday, but in a press conference from February 12th, he said Operation Guardian specifically targets illegal immigrants with a criminal history.
And to figure out how do we get the criminal element, people that are breaking the laws, out of the state of Oklahoma.
In the new agreements with ICE, OSBI, OBN, and OHP now have new authorized functions. The first one says, quote, the authority to interrogate any alien or person believed to be an alien as to his right to be or remain in the United States. Immigration attorney Melissa Lujan says that's strong language.
Don't want to see U.S. citizens being interrogated just because they speak with an accent, or they speak Spanish primarily, or they dress a certain way.
In the agreement, another authorized function says specifically trained officers will have the power to arrest people without a warrant if they've previously committed a felony, and if the officer has reason to believe an undocumented migrant might escape before a warrant can be obtained. The Oklahoma Bureau of Narcotics gave us this statement today, saying they support the effort. Melissa questions why Governor Stitt waited until now to put a program like Operation Guardian in place.
He could have done it at any time. He could have always had a program where they were working with state prisons to make sure that immigration was being notified in a timely manner. That's never been something that wasn't allowed.
But she says ICE agents will not deport every person they find. They have to do their homework on a person to make sure they're in the United States illegally.
I've worked with ICE for 17 years, and I have, gotten phone calls at 6 a.m. that says, Melissa, we're picking up a guy that is your client, and he says he's a U.S. citizen. We need to verify this. We can't risk deporting a U.S. citizen.
Now, we reached out to the Department of Public Safety today, who oversees Oklahoma Highway Patrol. We were told to expect more information coming up next week on February 25th. In Oklahoma City, Jason Berger, KOCO 5 News.